When you refuse the call from life to follow your dreams, you run the risk of living an unfulfilled and unhappy life. No matter what you do and no matter what material things you acquire along the way, if you don't do the things that make your heart sing, you will feel an overwhelming sense of dissatisfaction and regret when you get to the end of your life. Don't let this be the story of your life. No matter how young or how old you are right now, you have a greater story to live. It may seem like a big risk to follow your dream, but isn't the greatest risk of all to miss your life?
To never give your dreams a chance is the biggest failure.
When you don't follow your dream or passion, then what you work for will seem like a cage, albeit a golden one, body without soul. It will result in being frustrated, listless, and completely devoid of a purpose of existence.
Responding to your calling and deciding to follow your dreams is actually the easy way. Refusing the call is the hard way, because you risk being miserable and dooming yourself to a life without joy, a life without passion, and a life without meaning or purpose. Perhaps you started out loving your current job, but in time your work has become a grind to you. This might mean your current job is not your ultimate calling, and you need to dig deep and ask yourself whether somewhere along the way you put your dreams aside.
If you're doing anything in life that's not making your heart sing, that's not fueling your passion to get up on a daily basis, then you're not fulfilling your role as a human being on this planet.
Life is short. It's not a dress rehearsal. It's about grabbing it by the scruff of the neck and experiencing as many things and meeting as many people as possible. It's definitely not about sitting on the sofa and watching TV and moaning about what might have been.
We buried my mother the day after Christmas. I was 16 years old. We had no money for a real funeral, so she was in a pine box with the lid nailed on. They wrote words, head and feet, on this box. It was the most awful thing because we had a troubled life, but we had a very loving relationship, and my mother used to sit at the foot of my bed and share her dreams with me, about being sober, about getting a house, about having a better life. And at the end of all her talks was that she was going to get around to doing it, but not right now. She would do it later. She would do it later. And I realized at some point that I was living my life telling myself I would do things later.
You might think, I've got time to follow my dreams. You don't have time. Life is short. The current life expectancy is 24,869 days. While some of us will have more days and some fewer, either way, you have only a precious number of days to live this life, and so you do not have time to put off your dreams. It is now or never. If you don't do it now, you will keep putting it off and you'll never do it. The time is now.